Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, October 4th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is healing comes through balanced giving and receiving. And today, very interesting astro. We have gone from that grand mutable cross to the grand cardinal cross. And it's not exact. And it's not going to be as tough as it was when we worked with the Grand Cardinal Cross last year and back in, was it spring? Time is so like shifty for me, I don't even know right now. But anyways, we worked through it and it's tough. Grand Cardinal Cross energy, cardinal signs are like the leaders. So it's like this leader and this leader and this leader and this leader. In this case, it is Uranus in Aries, Pluto in Capricorn, the sun in Libra, and the moon in Cancer. And they all kind of are squaring off, opposed and square each other. So this often points in us our own resistance. Those squares always takes us back into our own resistance. Where are we resisting ourselves? And you know, it's so interesting. There's so much healing offered today in this. The sun and the moon are going to be actually squaring each other at 11 degrees. So 11 degrees is that healing degree. There's healing that is meant to come from this square, to come in our giving and receiving. And maybe part of it is about relaxing that job of how you think leadership needs to be done. You know, leadership isn't always about taking charge, taking the baton at the front of the parade and be like, follow me everybody, I know the way. Sometimes a great leader lets other people say, hey, this is what I think we should do, is able to step back and let participation, taking in yesterday's horoscope. So just be willing, be willing to find that flow, find that ease in the astro today. So let's talk about all the things going on. We have the moon in Cancer, heightening our emotions, heightening our feelings, wanting to feel comforted and cozy and willing to do what it takes to get comfortable and cozy, even if all the other cardinal signs are like, no, we don't have time for that. So the moon in Cancer is going to be connecting to Mars in Virgo. I actually really like that connection. I think that's going to be a connection to set the day off actually in a nice way, because I think Mars in Virgo is willing to do what it takes to feel good. And that's ultimately what the moon in Cancer wants. It's to feel good. It might be on a more emotional level, but Mars is here to take that action. And then we have the moon in Cancer, again, connecting to Neptune. So that's going to bring a little bit of softness and some of that flow into working with this cross energy. Let me start getting into that. The moon squaring the sun, 11 degrees. So, you know, it's so interesting because I'm going to use my friends as an example. I have wonderful friends in the sign of Libra who will wear themselves out getting everything done. I love you if you're watching. And I think this square with this moon is saying, hey, today is not the day that everything has to get done. It will get done. You are fully capable of doing this. But if your body, if your emotion, if the soft part of you is like, I need a break, let me put my feet up for a few minutes, allow that. Don't resist that because, like, but I have my to-do list that's this long. You know, the astro is a little tough. Take it easy on yourself. If you're one of those people that charges through what your body's saying, I think this is part of the resistance that you need to look at with this. We then have the moon connect with Jupiter in Virgo. And I love this too. It's more of the 11 degrees, reminding us your key for today is tuning into the body, getting beyond the illusion of the mind, the to-dos, all that stuff, and focusing on what your body is saying, what it needs. There's healing in that, 11 degrees. But it is about self-mastery. And self-mastery sometimes is about getting beyond all the shoulds and just tuning in. This is what I need. The moon is then going to oppose Pluto. So we have Pluto in Capricorn, 13 degrees, that shifty degree. And I think this is part of shifting our structure. You know, it's something I've really looked at this year in my life and in my family's life because we had a shake up year. It was shook, you know, our foundation rolled. And so, you know, our structures all have had to shift. And my structure, probably more so than anybody's, has really shifted. And so, you know, it's not easy, but it's something that's happening on a bigger process with Pluto in Capricorn. And the moon, you know, connecting into this is like, hey, how can you shift a little bit more to be kind to yourself, to nurture yourself? Pluto's offering that transformation potential, but it's going to be up to you, because there still may be some of that mind energy. You know, we have Mercury and the Sun in Libra, which can stimulate the mind too. Some of that mind energy that's saying, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if it's safe for me to do this. So find a way. Pluto's helping you with this transformation vibration. It's at 13 degrees. That is that revolution, evolution degree. So it's helping you step up in ways you can nurture yourself. I also want to mention this is not happening until, I believe, tomorrow. I haven't actually looked at tomorrow's horoscope yet. Nope, it's not happening actually until Tuesday. But we're building to it. Mars and Neptune are going to oppose each other. So Mars in Virgo, Neptune in Pisces. And I think this may be feeding into some of this I have to be practical, I have to do what I need kind of energy. There's kind of like a little tug-of-war opposition with that. Oh my kitties. So, the Neptune, again, just like Cancer, is offering that softness. Soften to yourself. I think that's the best information. I could sum it all up into this word. Soften to yourself today with this square. If you find yourself squaring off with yourself, soften. And that's what's going to help you in this astro. So, that being said, I want to pull a card and show you. My home just came and I'm like, not yet. This is the first card that came up, Beyond Illusion. I'm actually going to read it because I was looking at it like, what does it say? This card reminds us not to look outside for what is real, but to look within. When we focus on externals, we get often too caught up in the judgment. This is good, this is bad, I want this, I don't want that. This keeps us in our illusions, our sleepiness, our old habits and patterns. Drop your opinionated mind and move inside. There you can relax into your own deeper truth, where the difference between dreams and reality is already known. I think this is the key for nurturing yourself. Get beyond the illusion of your mind, what your mind is telling you. There's healing there for you. So, beyond illusion, getting beyond the mind, and stepping up into what we really need for that healing. So that's it for today. Phew, what a Sunday. Relax, chill, soften, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.